Hello, how's it going, everyone? I just wanted to come to say hello. Is this shirt fucking faded? Why does this shirt look so damn faded on the camera? But hello, everyone. I just wanted to say
Yeah, get down, go get some money. Don't get down, go get some money. Don't get down, go get some money. Go get some money, you out with nothing. Tip off stick in the camera, honey. Give me a lick in the camera, 20. Shit, I always in the camera, honey. I ain't spending on some weird thing. We the one who drive the rest of the country. Pop down the road, ain't selling no money. I heard it saying that feel like a tank. Plug trying from me, now we gon' run. Scratch that though, you know that I'm not. Back on the block, got wheel, got drop. Triple the curve, get it heard who I take bread out the sky, man, he jump out the back. Know I gon' start trying to jump out the drop. Give me a lick and I brought me wide. Bought me this bitch up the clothes to that. Trim out, work out clothes on my hat. I want you to let's ready to ride. I'm in the bogey, feeling the run. I fought shot cause she got a text. Come like 5, I let her get some smoke till I'm 45 dicks. Before my minutes, shit, you swim. You understand me, you from the trench.
that song is 53 fucking seconds, man. 53 seconds. Me be trying to vote hard. I sound like a little nigga, but I'm a big nigga.
I told bitch I feel like we gon' never end. One time, no, them nigga, I ain't we gon' let them win. My dog say gon' keep that bass when you playin' in the band. But I watch the boy like playing Spain, and we gon' show their hand. They see my dog tryna forget, they know they roll again. They be like, Trey gon' say they think they know the ball scene. You know they ball turn to right like he know the plane. As soon as he hit the bag, he turn to the cat, them niggas throwin' their hand. Say I'm going off, just for that same, you know that nigga ain't playin'. Feel a little thing that's spot high, even though we have fame. I know that dollars for my dog, but she ain't half free. One thing we know, he gon' stay with that white like fucking way to claim. Nigga lost life in the middle of the night, she wanna let him in. No weak, bro, now I fight, I'm trying to be better than me. You look, I ain't see them like them, I think that you can. When I want my soul, I turn to the dice, it's never had a man. No turn no back, was in the cat, like blowing in the wind. Little nigga try when it daddy, never see him again. Talk God, they gon' still be like, you know, I'm seeing again. So when you talk to me, I look in my eye, gon' try to see what you're saying. I talk big, I feel like Chris, we never end. One time, no, them nigga, I ain't, we gon' let him win. My dogs, they gon' keep that bass when you play in the band. And I watch the boy like playing Spain, them we gon' show their hand. They see my dog, try to forget, they know they roll again. They be like, Trey gon' say they think they know the ball scene. You know they ball turn to right like he know the plane. As soon as he hit the bag, he turn to the cat, them niggas throwing their hand.
Miami Garden, Florida in here. West Palm Beach in this motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, New York in here.
in the trap with the dope on the girl, money for my blood, running on my front.
Yeah, I like that. All right.
What you want right now? Bring shit to me and we can get it going right now. Yeah, it's split. In the kitchen with me. It's just stupid.
Oh man, Lauderdale in this motherfucker, Woodbridge, VA in this motherfucker, man, Mississippi in this motherfucker, Liberty City, Frank Hill. Who can't dance? Nigga, you tripping, nigga. You tripping, nigga. Hold on.
Best living drinking too much. Living drinking too much.
New Orleans in here.
Fall off in the club. Living drinking too much.
They had to dance on. Hold on.
Extra.
I can't find no good song. You know, when once Trey Reed started off, you know, we in this motherfucker. Shout out to Trey Reed and that bitch. You know, you come here, see you want your heart to find me again. No matter she popping that pussy once, she come. Know the song I'm folding up. I'm moving now. Goddamn, roll that money, I got you more than you know I'm coming. Know the song I'm folding up. You know, you come here, see you want your heart to find me again. No matter she popping that pussy once, she come. Know the song I'm folding up. I'm pulling up, I can't do it for nothing. Yeah, I love that interstate money. My two big cars, you know I'm coming. I'm way jewelry, I do it for money. Fucking your bitch and don't give it a money. I'm doing this show, they do you want it. Be so bad, she look like a mama. Finessing my plug, I'm doing it for nothing. I'm up like I know what you want. I'm smoking the gas, I'm selling out. Selling the dope, I'm cutting the sun. All my cash, it smell like money. Roll up like I'm throw this number. Yeah, you know how he doing it now. I'm passing on money. We need to pass up the money. Do it for nothing. Brand new top, it came with 100. I'm pulling up and I'm putting it on you. Who they want pippin', I'm bending the corner. 200 miles, I'm coming from Georgia. Bad that bitch, we coming from Florida. Who they want pick, I tell you the problem. I'm perfect, that's how I smell that money. I got what you want, you know I'm coming. You know the song I'm folding up. You know you come here to see what you want. Your heart, if I ain't getting no money, she popping that pussy, you know she coming. You know the song I'm folding up. I'm perfect, that's how I smell that money. I got what you want, you know I'm coming. You know the song I'm folding up. You know you come here to see what you want. Your heart, if I ain't getting no money, she popping that pussy, you know she coming. You know the song I'm folding up. No, that's Trey HD. If you want to fuck with that, make sure you go to Trey HD, TREY HD. That's the big homie, Alabama. Dancing like your grocery bag busted. Fuck you. Raider game coming up. Go Raider. Hey, yo, yeah, you see that? Miller Rock. He said, big home dancing like a nab. How about them Cowboys? I ain't see it. I ain't see that. I actually didn't get to see it. I saw the highlights though. That nigga, you know, just having like, so this is the TV. The TV is right here, and I just have it on ESPN just in case nobody come over. So it's really just for if Ripper or Brim D come over, just so it's like a conversational piece, so you can have something to look at. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like you're supposed to put the big TV in the living room so that you'll have a reason to sit in the living room. But I just have it on it's muted all the time. So 24/7 this TV is on and it's always on ESPN2.
So, but just like I'm not a sports person. I don't fuck with sports. But just by having this shit like on and shit, like you're gonna get caught up in the highlights and shit like that. But I know about that nigga. What's the nigga Elliot? What's the nigga first name? Elliot. Fucking the running back, Elliot. Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, so and then just from watching this shit, I know that Antonio Brown got traded to the fucking Raiders released him, and now the Patriots picked him up. So from not even, and that I think that says something. So you don't even have to be actively trying to learn something. And if you're somebody who has a mind of learning, you will learn some shit. But let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't like these glasses. I don't like the way they look. Ezekiel Elliott. Y'all hating on Zeke. No. That nigga, he do his thing. I'm not a sports person, so I wouldn't really know. I just watch the highlights. All right, y'all, let's get into it. First off, before we get started, appreciate that, Savannah. Let's see who in here first. Okay, Katrina Gibbs is in the building. If y'all don't know, it was a situation that took place where Jess Hilarious has not only come for Katrina Gibbs, but she threatened Katrina Gibbs by saying that if Katrina doesn't back off of her and never make a video about her again, then she's gonna get her account deleted. And I wanna talk about that tonight. I wanna talk about, of course, we're gonna talk about that shootout at the train station. But tonight we're gonna have a exclusive interview from Katrina Gibbs explaining exactly what happened between her and Jess Hilarious. Before we get started with that, does everyone know who Jess Hilarious is? Is everybody up to speed? Shout out to Star. You fucking right, she do. All right, now Reese Peasy. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, my nigga. I'm gonna be honest with you. What we finna do right now? Let's go ahead and do this. This for my niggas and shit like that. Let's do this. I want to know how do we rate? I want to know how do we rate Jess Hilarious right now? I'm talking about first we're gonna rate her as like how she looks, and then we're gonna rate her as a comic. The first I want to know. Yeah, but she can jank like a motherfucker now. She can jank like a motherfucker now. She can jank like a motherfucker. When Katrina, when this shit first started, whatever like that, I ain't gonna lie, I was just a little bit. Shout out to King Ward. King Ward is up in here. He showed his love. If y'all do want to show love, I ain't gonna just say she knows zero now. If you want to show love, the Cash App and the PayPal is in the description box, and the moderators will have those circulating for y'all. Let's look up a picture of Jess Hilarious and see what she looked like. Because we're gonna see what she looked like first, and then we're gonna get the news. Like I said, usually when it's a girl on girl situation, it's no reason for a man to intervene. I want y'all to take note of that. Take note that if two women are going at each other, no matter what your relation with the woman is, you stay the fuck out of it. That's a woman issue. But once a woman crosses the line and starts talking about destroying your female friend's work, now it's a big issue.
So I first of all, I don't want to get it fucked up to where it seems as if I'm jumping in a female issue. Um, as long as it was all, even if they maybe want to go back and forth, that's something that women can do, and it's no reason for a man to jump in. But once you start talking about taking down a motherfucker channel and um getting a motherfucker page taken down, now that's a problem because me and Katrina have been working for a while trying to build some shit, and there's no fucking way that I'm going to sit back and I don't think, and honestly I don't think there's anybody in quote unquote media that should stand down. Katrina was told by Jess Hilarious um that she should take notes from the fucking shade room. I'm talking about just strictly off of numbers, strictly off of fucking numbers. You should pay attention to the shade room. If you pay attention to the shade room, what you'll realize is be messy. If you taking notes from something like the shade room, the only thing that you will learn is to be messy, and that's what works. Be messy, and then you're gonna go somewhere. That's not at all what Katrina Gibbs' channel is. If you go to Conversation with me, 9 times out of 10, whether you're a male or female, you're gonna learn something. So we not gonna play that fucking kind of game, dog. All right, now let's now which picture y'all want to see first? Which picture you want to see first? Mario Chalmer. We'll start with this. Nah, I ain't gonna start with that picture. We ain't gonna start with that one. All right. I'm telling you now, look at this hoe. And I feel like if you bald head, man, just do the motherfucking do the short hair look. I'm not with that makeup, my nigga. Hold on. I'm trying to find a body picture. All right, here we go. I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. We gonna be honest. Some girls don't look good naturally. We gonna keep it real, my nigga. We gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it real now. Hey, get that fuck nigga out of here. Hold on. Let me get this nigga out of here. Where that nigga went? Oh, there he is. Fuck nigga. Yeah. Faggot ass nigga. All right, so that's one picture of her. I don't know why I thought her toes was fucked up. Her toes ain't fucked up. I want y'all to also understand that you ain't never ever seen Katrina with no motherfucking makeup on. Never ever. Man, I hate this shit be so fucking bright, dog. Now I'm showing you these pictures so you can, because somebody also sent me a picture of a Cardi B. Look at this hoe. Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn, y'all can't see that shit, man. Nice silhouette. Nice little silhouette. Now let's get to the tea. My issue with that makeup and all that shit is this right here. That's just hilarious. You don't gotta tell me that she ugly, no shit like that, but I'm just saying though. This is just hilarious. All right, go ahead, Katrina. This is her, and this goes on what I've been talking about with this makeup shit, man. This is what I'm talking about with this makeup shit, dog. Dog, that look like a fucking dude, dog. Damn, that look like a dude, dog. I'm telling y'all, dog. I'm talking about this training shit is getting. This training shit getting serious, my nigga. Shit, dog. I want to talk about it a little bit right fast. Big Fast Podcast.
Katrina.
Who is this?
Conversations with me.
Who is this?
Katrina Gibbs from Conversations.
Oh man, Katrina Gibbs in the building. What the fuck? Oh man, how unexpected. Oh my goodness. but no, I want to talk to y'all though, like, because look here. Here's my thing. With this right here, and somebody sent me a picture or a video of Cardi B and Offset laying in the bed, and Offset had the camera on him. Then he shot the camera to fucking Cardi B, and she looked like the fucking transgender that came out against Malik Yoba. Dog. When you're at home, you're your most comfortable. Of course, you're not gonna be dolled up the way you are in the streets. But I'm saying that if I meet the first picture of Jess Hilarious in the street, but then after she gets comfortable, I get this giving me head. Can you imagine having this on top of you, riding your dick? Like, could you imagine, like, this is what's gonna be on top of you, like giving you head and shit like that. And it kind of already looked like she giving head. Like, just look at it. Like, dog, that's what I'm saying. And we all know that beauty is not just skin deep and all that good shit right there. But what I'm talking about is, look here, man. Give me the motherfucking, it's the same thing as a motherfucker coming out and letting you know whether or not they have an STD. Let me choose whether or not I want to risk my life with this shit. Look at this shit, man. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. That's not what the fuck you just showed me, man. That's not what you just showed me. How the fuck do you go to that from?
Hello.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck do I go from that to this?
Yeah, like I said,
Come on,
Jess
my
look
nigga.
good with the makeup.
Come on, my nigga. Like, we can't. I'm not with that makeup shit, dog. That's all I'm saying, man. Come on, man. Look what the fuck you advertising to me, dog. Makeup do wonders. No, dog, that shit ain't cool, my nigga. That shit's not cool. That's not you. And so what I'm saying is, if you and that's gonna be on the if you haven't went to the Patreon on the how to identify a nothing ass bitch by her social media, makeup is definitely gonna be on that list somewhere, because within those pictures, I'm looking at you and I don't understand, because my whole thing is, why in the fuck are you what are you hiding? This is what a transgender person would do. I know y'all seen the video on social media where the fucking dude turns himself into a girl with makeup. And like I said, I've wore makeup before when I trying to do the right thing, put the makeup on my face, tip tap, whatever like that, and make the God damn it. To make the tattoo disappear and shit like that. But that was me, even to that. That was me trying to hide something. That was me trying to hide something. So what I'm saying is, as a woman, you walk around on your face, smash. You're like, why you're painting your face, and I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. And you're giving me false fucking advertisement. I should have the right to choose who the fuck I sleep with, man. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go to the next thing. I've said that. I said that makeup is witchcraft, and I've said that a long time ago. Yes, of course it's okay to cover up a tattoo. Boss Up Kennels. All right, look at Boss Up Kennels. Boss Up Kennels says Big Home got his cape on. Don't block. Don't block him. Don't block him. Please, Boss Up Kennel. Please, I want you to elaborate. Elaborate, my nigga. Please.
Yeah.
Please elaborate.
Because whether we went through the situation or not, this is something that you have been said about women. So it's not like you just jumping out the window for me to say this shit.
And even if the fuck I am, like, what the fuck? I want to hear about this cape shit. He say you saving. No. I mean, I'm saying, first off, the girl on the phone, God damn it, the girl on the phone is Katrina goddamn Gibbs. That's the first goddamn thing. It seemed like we got a mixed response in this room, huh? Okay. Yeah. Okay, it's a mixed response up in here. So hold on. So okay. Let me explain the situation, just in case, because in Bobby McQueen, you got lucky. Because I'm finna break it down. Look here. Let me tell you something. What happened was, Katrina Gibbs on the Conversation with Me show, a show that I believed in for it's been over a year, ain't it, Katrina?
Yeah.
Well over a year, I put blood, sweat, and tears into the Conversation with Me podcast. I believe in that show. I believe that Katrina Gibbs can play a role that I cannot play. Having a black female say the things that Katrina Gibbs says is very, very fucking needed in today's goddamn society. It's one thing for me to say nothing ass bitch, yada, 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 yada. But for her to express what she expresses the way that she expresses it is extremely fucking rare, and it's very special, and it's very fucking needed. I believe in the platform. That's the first fucking thing. So before we even get into, how I'm spiritually, emotionally, and physically indebted to the platform, let's go to the first thing of what I first saw was you got a black female that looks a certain way. God damn it. That looks a certain way that's speaking real shit. You got a black woman who's not fucking that nothing ass nigga shouldn't have ran off and all, like, not trying to depend on the government, not trying to depend on anybody, and actually putting in the fucking work. Let's talk about that then. So let's talk about the motherfucking horse in the motherfucking room. Since we ain't gotta beat around no bush, let's go and talk about the horse in the room. First off, let's go and talk about it. First off, me and Katrina are not sexually active.
No.
I'm celibate. As I've told you multiple fucking times, I've told y'all, I'm celibate. And I mean that to the core. There are females that are attached to the Big Facts podcast that, I mean, if you saw the DMs, yeah, like, so all that, go together shit is not no dating type of situation. This is me being a grown man and understanding as a grown man that you don't have to fuck every female that's around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's you, and you don't even have to try to cross that threshold. I've never ever came at her in any other way than a friendship way, and it's the same with her. And I believe that's why our relationship has lasted as long as it has, because there's no reason for either. It is a, like, I would say, a business relationship, but it's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper, but not to where it's we setting up fuck dates and shit like that. And I think that we have to get over that as black people, to say that because they're not the same sex, they have to be having sex, and because of how close it appears that they have to be fucking. That's not what it is. At the end of the fucking day, if we're gonna get any type of money, if we're gonna reach any type of success, you're gonna have to. What happened? No. Nobody said that. No. The phone keep falling. I'm trying to find a way for this motherfucker not to fall. But no. So that's what that is. So let's throw that out the window. But from the time, let me tell you something. There have been so many YouTubers. In the beginning, I tried to put together a coalition of YouTubers that would all help each other rise to the top. Katrina is the only one out of, I'm talking about damn near 3 cycles of fucking people that stayed consistent, that took the advice, that didn't, take it in and say, oh yeah, well, he supposed to do this for me. This what supposed to happen. It's dog. What y'all have to understand is it's so many ways to fuck up a friendship. It's so many ways to fuck up a business relationship. It is a very fickle and fragile type of situation, especially when you do have 2 people that have been through the world and seen certain shit. You're always thinking thoughts. You don't want to offend the person. Me and her, we have to communicate in a different type of way sometimes, where we actually talk to the phone and send voice messages through Instagram, because a lot of times she said this, and I'll never forget she said this, text has no tone. So what will happen is I might say something in a certain way and send it to somebody or send it to her, and it could be taken a certain way because she didn't know the tone in which I was saying it. So in order to keep all of that down, if first of all, if there's ever any confusion, we'll speak to each other like, hey, I don't think that this was a good idea. I don't like that you did this. Hey, can we try? And just like that, and there's no issue there. Logical rationale conversations. I believe in any relationship, you're gonna have some type of growing pains. You're gonna have to get to know each other, and that's how you build a relationship. You get to know each other. Okay, you do this, and I don't kind of like that. I don't really understand that. Let me go ahead and tell you that I don't understand it, and let's see if what you meant by that and stuff like that. And you can, and it goes both ways. And when you guys are both on the same level, meaning that you guys are both trying to be successful, and you're not trying to be I'm not trying to be sexual. She's not trying to be malicious. I'm not trying to be mean. She's not trying to be so it's like it's no undertones there. What I say is what I mean. There's nothing else behind it. And I'm telling you this because I'm telling you, in 2019, to have a working business relationship with someone who does the same thing as you in this competitive ass sport right here is very fucking rare. So I really do cherish my relationship and my bond with Katrina Gibbs. Honestly speaking, when I first saw her, when I first heard her speak, my first thought was, she's going to be my way into the industry, because I already had in my mind, I'm not going to make it in because I know I talk too retarded. I talk with no filter. But it's kind of like having a white friend. He can do shit that you cannot do. She can do things that I can't do. So I saw her as a very valuable ally from the beginning. And as time went on, you go on to see a person's personal qualities and their personality. Like, oh, this is actually a cool fucking person. You know what I'm saying? With all of the reasons why you can stop fucking with a person, you will realize like it's not like you don't really have those long relationships anymore with a person, especially not with someone of the opposite sex. So that's what's first. And as far as, you know, any tips and advice and whatever the fuck that I've put into the Conversation with Me podcast, quiet! It was all because I saw the bigger picture. For me, the bigger picture is I know that I've from what I've seen from her, the tests have been passed. And of course, I'm a person who throws out tests. This is not a person who, but let's be honest, what it is what you have to be careful about in this entertainment game is, if you are at one point in a position, in a perspective that may be seen higher than another person, you may want to be careful about catapulting a person up to your same level or trying to throw them over you, because maybe you don't know if they're going to show the love back, or, you know, they're going to, get in a position and fuck you over. But I've seen her in situations and she shows so much love and is genuine that I understand that pretty much wherever she goes, I know she gonna show love. I know she gonna. So it's like I really feel I feel so attached to the Conversation with Me podcast that anybody saying anything negative about her or the show, I honestly do take that shit personally, and so we can get that shit out the way off top. You fucking right, I'm biased. But secondly, the reason I can be biased is because I know what she stands for. She's not going out here being messy, shade room, just going around looking for no fucking drama. She's actually trying to teach. She's actually putting things together, and she speaks fucking truth. She's not trying to obliterate people's fucking character and embarrass people. She's using people the same way I do as learning tools. When I do the rap trap or whatever fucking show I do, I don't give a motherfuck about what nigga, you said it wrong. You said it was 27, nigga. That nigga is 26 years old, nigga. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Nigga, I don't give a fuck how old that nigga was, nigga. I'm talking about rappers getting killed as soon as they come up. Give a fuck. And so it's always about the lesson in it. And that's the same way she brings it. She's giving you life lessons because she's lived life, because she's been through things. You would be a fucking fool when you're getting that type of nourishment, when you're getting that type of education and that type of perspective, to actually get a perspective from a black woman that is not like maybe what you think the stereotypical black woman is. Just like I wouldn't be what you think the stereotypical nigga with tattoos and felony and all that shit like that. I wouldn't be what you thought he was. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that we both are needed to show, hey, when you run up on a black woman, first of all, don't be a fucking idiot and think that because she a black woman, she got to be ghetto, she got to be a nab and all that shit like that, because you're already uneducated with that. But also, it's like there's a lot that you don't know about a person, and you really can't judge a book by its cover when it comes to just writing a person off. I always tell you, give a person a chance to speak unless, of course, their actions or their clothes speak for them. Now, that's where I stand with her. Now, furthermore, what happened was Katrina made a video explaining to young girls and young men how doing what Jess Hilarious did, which is chase after a married man, get embarrassed by that married man, and continue to chase after him. And then after you said it's nothing, it's all over with, you get caught kissing him in public. Don't be that confused ass female, and don't be that nigga, or don't be a male chasing a married woman. If she shows you that she doesn't respect you, if she shows that she don't really fuck with you like that, believe her and move the fuck on. That is exactly what was said in that video. At the end of the day, she was giving you life lessons. Don't go out like this, because whether you mean to do it or you do it accidentally, we do look up to these celebrities. And as a child, when I was a child and I saw Eminem, DMX, Snoop Dogg, Master P, like involuntarily, subliminally, I did look up to them. If they wore it, that means it was okay to wear. And obviously, everybody knows this because that's what a brand ambassador is. This is why you would get Nipsey to wear your Pumas, so they can be cool to people, especially the youth. The youth are so fucking impressionable that all you have to do is, oh, she's successful because she's on TV, so I can do what she does. And Katrina says, no. Young lady, this is a married man. He's embarrassing you all over the fucking internet. Don't continue to fucking chase him. And that's, you know what's most important? One of the main fucking reasons that I fucked with the Conversation With Me platform when I first saw it is because I wanted a woman to talk to my daughter like that. That's what it is. So, there has to be a woman, a female, to talk to our female loved ones that are growing up. With all of these horrible female role models, there has to be a fucking female voice of reason. This is why I will continue to support and promote the Conversation With Me platform, because it's needed. But what she did was she spoke on Jess Hilarious being caught outside with a married man with multiple baby mamas, like 6 fucking kids.
No, he has 9.
Oh, come on, man. Get the fuck out. Oh, come on, my nigga. Nigga got 9 kids and you running around the city and it's a whole bunch of other embarrassing shit that he did to her that I didn't even know about. And but here's the thing. Katrina made a video. Jess Hilarious sees the video and she comes in Katrina's inbox and says, stop talking about me. You got the story wrong. He's single. We both single. And it's like, if y'all both single, then why in the fuck was y'all scared of the camera? You know what I'm saying? It's so like, bitch, stop lying, bitch. And it's all, and to be honest with you, there's a lot of other shit with Jess Hilarious that behind the scenes shit. She was somewhat entangled with that Omarion shit. She's shown herself with her sister, then lying to the people saying that she didn't have no fucking body work done. I didn't have no work done. And then when everybody found out, I was like, nah, I ain't get no work done. It was my fat. I put it in my ass. Like, come on, you nothing ass bitch. Stop the fucking madness, ho. You know what I'm saying? So she's proved herself not only with her hair being in that unicorn hairstyle, but she's shown herself through multiple situations that she is a nothing ass bitch. The issue is Instagram and social media has made it to where you can get something called Insta fame. It's like the microwave version of being famous. You'll be famous for a couple of months and shit like that, maybe a couple of years, but after that, there'll be nothing because someone else is going to come up. You can literally, a comedian back when I was growing up was Eddie Murphy in fucking leather and Martin Lawrence walking across the stage. Dave Chappelle making a whole fucking, awesome series. Nowadays, a comedian is someone who fucking makes cut clips on their phone at the house with nobody around. So you can literally be a fucking introvert and be fucking a famous comedian. That was impossible when the world was real. There is no way that you can be a fucking comedian and be a fucking introvert. It's like having training wheels. It's like having fucking you don't want to come out in public. The only time that you can sing good is when you're in a house by yourself. Okay, just sing it in your house and we'll just watch it online. That's not how it works. You got to do a live fucking show. But it's so many people that got caught on this Insta famous shit. You're kind of, a motherfucker might get a little laugh out you, watching your videos that you edited. But when it come down to you getting on stage and making people laugh, not so fucking much. Mm-hmm. And it's not, and nigga, this go for a Tiffany Haddish. This go for a lot of these fucking Insta stars that you see. Mm-hmm. It's great that you can do skits. You get your people involved. It's a nigga I like. I like King Minks. I like Black Ass Boy. Y'all need to go check him out. I told that nigga I'm gonna fuck with him. Shout out to Black Ass Boy. Go look at his YouTube channel. He's so fucking funny to me. And smart as fuck too. Big Ja. So it's a lot of, I look at them more as actors, not so much as comedians. I look at them as actors. So there are like two things that I admire. I like choreography, like good choreography, like them Chinese hoes that can dance real good, and then like the Les Twins. I've for years I've liked good choreography. With Will the Beast, what's my man name? Justin. I hate that I forgot my man's name. Because that nigga, he be doing his thing. Justin Adams or some shit like that. Joshua Williams. I think it might be Joshua Williams. But that nigga, he live as fuck with his shit. And it's an art form. And I enjoy art. You know, being like Denzel, like Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp. I enjoy these people. I don't think it's anything wrong with, you know, I don't think it's anything wrong with staying in your fucking lane. At the end of the day, staying in your fucking lane. What I don't appreciate is Katrina made a real ass video. She didn't make no video about no bullshit ass, you know, mess or no shit like that. She made a video to the fucking youth saying, hey, this is what happened in this situation. Don't let it be you. And she broke it down piece by piece. That's to be so.
All I said was, don't be, you know what I'm saying? Don't fall for this love shit. Stand on respect. That was my whole thing. And like, even after I went back and I listened to the video, like, well, let me see if I really did offend her, because she was going so hard in the inbox, in the DM. So I'm like, let me see if I really did offend her. When I listened back, and you know, maybe it's just because it's my content, but when I listen back, I'm like, yo, I am not even going hard on her. I am saying, do women have a leg to stand on if you continue to let a man treat you this way? That was the only question I really asked. I said, okay. Then the other one I said, don't, you know what I'm saying, just don't be disrespected like this. When you feel like you're in a disrespectful situation, dismiss him.
That's right.
Dismiss her, young man, whoever.
Yep.
You don't have to stand for that. Y'all, everybody get locked down in these situations to where they like, and I don't, it blows my fucking mind to see these young kids act like, oh, I just gotta be with a boy, I gotta be with a girl, and it just gotta work. Like, what? You know, you free as a bird. Y'all don't have any children, y'all don't have anything connecting y'all. I wouldn't give a fuck if y'all had a whole house that y'all brought together and it was connecting y'all.
Yep.
Y'all still free as a bird if you don't have children. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, you can maintain your integrity and leave the relationship.
That's
you
right.
don't have to be out here and anybody do anything to you, no matter what they might bring to the table. If it's fame, money, whatever, walk away from it, because I feel like the youth, everybody should feel like it's not going to be your last. When you see somebody fighting tooth and nail over $1, over fame, over anything, that's because they like, this is the last time I'm going to have it. I'm willing to kill, steal, do whatever to this person just so they don't ruin it. And you shouldn't operate in the world like that, because if you feel like you got it, you got it. Money is going to come your way. If you're willing to work for it and do something for it, it's going to come your way. Now, I'm not saying do anything illegal for it, but even if you do shit illegal for it, and you go rob and jack and do whatever for the money, you're going to get it. Now, it is consequences that come with that.
That's right.
And you're going to go to jail or you're going to die soon.
That's right.
But as long as you're willing to get up and go get it, man, it ain't no need to be out here trying to fight over it. So that was my whole thing. Like, it's same thing with relationships. If you're willing to go get another person to be in a relationship with, then you don't have to fight this. You don't have to fight this crazy bitch. Hey, let her destroy the shit. That's not going to be your last PlayStation. That's not going to be your last pair of shoes.
Yep.
All the shit, bitch, and I'm gone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, keep it. I'll bounce back, and I'll bounce back quicker. Because as soon as I bounce back, bitch, you're going to fall right the fuck off. And there you go. And all I got for you is the motherfucking deuce. It's like, oh, okay, well, it shouldn't be me dirty. You know what I'm saying? And it works the same way for a woman.
Yep.
Soon as you leave that nigga alone, he got 3 babies on the way by 3 different bitches, and you like, whoo, I dodged the bullet. You don't want to be one of them.
But see,
you how terrible he treated you, and you want to be a part of that? Now you feel like you're the only civilized one in this goddamn triangle. Now you fighting this nigga tooth and nail and these bitches for a little bit of money, knowing he So what are you doing trying to stay around this? Get the fuck up and get out of there. So that was the whole point of that video. But like I said, she couldn't see past it. She just heard her name and was like, nah, I'm about to go check this bitch. It's just like, okay, simple-minded. And that's all it was. It was just, she was just so simple that she just couldn't, I guess, see past her name being said.
You know, and that's heavy. That's heavy. You can't see past your name being mentioned. And I think, and like I said, I believe the big part of it, and like I said, the reason for this type of response and why this response had to be had is because when Jess said, here's the thing. Y'all getting kind of crazy with asking all the fucking questions now. Y'all getting kind of fucking crazy with that shit. I'm trying to be somewhat fucking relaxed in here. But here's the thing. If Jess Hilarious, let me be honest with you. The people who make videos about me, of course there's people who make videos about me. I'm very opinionated. I state my opinion. I don't read off the police fucking record and say on March 25th, rapper Boot Gang was arrested. I'm telling you, hey my nigga, this is what the fuck I think went down. And you understand that. And this is why when motherfuckers come in, that's not what happened, or you're rambling. Get back to the point. It's like you have to be new here. We don't stick on points here. We let the conversation flow and go where I'm giving you what's in my fucking mind. And I think that's what separates me from these other fucking rap bloggers and shit like that. Now, in Katrina's case, you have we're really in two different places, because if you look at the other people on YouTube that talk about kind of relationship shit and growing up and all these other things that she talks about, she's way different than them. It's like, so we're both different. At the end of the day, when somebody makes a video about you, it can be offensive to you, but to me, I remember the first time somebody made a fucking video about me, I was fucking flattered. It's no different than a nigga making a song about you. A nigga took time out of his fucking day to make a whole fucking song about you. It comes with the territory. With success comes a whole lot of fucking opinions. She shouldn't have wore that. Why the fuck she wear that? Why the fuck she got her hair like that? That makeup ain't right. People are gonna talk. If you don't want people, you can't have the good without the bad. And that's the whole Cardi B shit. So at the end of the day, you can be mad about somebody making a video about you. You can even go as far as going in their inbox and saying something to them. But first of all, you can't control their response. Second of all, when you start talking about, I'm going to get your fucking page deleted, now there's a fucking problem. Because this is the type of shit that shout out to Choke No Joke. I do not agree with everything that Choke No Joke says, but he does have valid points in a lot of ways. What he talks about is being blackballed in this industry. And the last thing that we want as African Americans trying to come up in this entertainment industry is for someone of another race telling us that we have a fucking ceiling on how we can go in this fucking industry. So they cutting us off of success. Like, nah, you ain't going no further because you did something I didn't fucking like. For Jess Hilarious to be a fucking comedian and then to tell someone, hey, I don't like what you said about me, so I'm gonna fucking get you, I'm gonna get your page deleted. That will be no fucking different than her making a joke about somebody and then they get her fucking page deleted. I want to know, my thing is, I want to know, how in the fuck do you get someone's page deleted? How do you do that? I want to know how the fuck you do. I don't know how to, and that was my biggest thing, dog. I don't know how you get somebody's page deleted, but it seems like these internet motherfuckers have that weapon in their arsenal. They have that weapon in their arsenal. They can actually get your fucking page deleted. How in the fuck do you?
I think it is. I think it's maybe because people can, if you ask the right people at Instagram or at YouTube, they could give you that verified check. So I'm guessing it's probably the same thing. If you can just go get somebody to ask somebody to delete somebody's page, and it's as simple as that. I don't think it's like any regulation. I don't think they can go through and be like, oh, you did A, B, and C, so now that's the reason we taking your page. I think they can just literally take your page just to take it.
Man, I don't know about that now. That sounds so fucking crazy.
I'm saying Cardi do it all the time, though. They say Cardi. Now, I'm not going to say she do it all the time, but they say Cardi do it all the time. They say Cardi do it all the time. People say they go at her, they may say something at her. Once it gets real traction to where, like, it's going viral, there it go. There go the page. It's not there anymore. So they always blame it on her, and I don't know. Could it be people reporting? Could it be, you know what I mean? Like so many reports are saying take this down. Taya always say that too, because Taya shit be taking it down quick. Soon as she go up, her pages go for about a week. Her pages be deleted.
Like, her whole page.
Her whole page. Gone. I guess if you got a strong enough force to report, and if you know somebody over there, I guess your shit can be gone.
Oh, okay. So all right. So then what would be? So could a normal person get Just Hilarious page taken down?
Can a normal? Nah, because you gotta have that. I guess that's what I'm saying. You gotta have that army behind them. So let's say with Just Hilarious, she has 4 million people. Let's say 500,000 of them really gonna do what she's saying. You get what I'm saying? Because all 4 million people ain't gonna move at the sound of her voice. Let's say a strong 500,000. Now,
I doubt that.
500,000 people coming over to your business and saying, take this down, take this down.
But
that says something. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't. If you do that, then it'll be publicized. It'll be publicized. Like somebody would say, "Yeah, I was at Cardi. I was on Cardi. I was part of Cardi B's team, and she used to tell us. She used to tell us, hey, go and report so and so's page, and we'll do it. And next thing you know, I don't think they making no announcements or no putting out no messages to where it can be leaked to where like, hey, go flag this girl's page. Go flag this girl page.
No messages out there like that. But just that's what people do. Like. It's people on fan pages that do that. Like, oh, let's just go report the shit. The person I don't like this page. We just gonna go report it. Yeah, people do that. It don't have to be said. Like, Nation don't have to say that for you.
Yeah.
Because we don't like him. We wanna go report his shit. And it's enough nerds on the goddamn internet to do that.
Yeah.
It ain't just going to be silent. Like, man, ain't nobody on that. Let everybody do whatever they want because the streets is wild out here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about as far as the internet streets.
Yeah.
It's wild out here. What the fuck you look like reporting somebody?
That's crazy as fuck. That's so, and that's my biggest fucking fear. And that's why, I'm going to tell y'all, that's one of the biggest reasons why, that's one of them. It is, obviously, I'm not going to give these people what they want. The people who would, you have to be a special type of lane. I'm not going there. The thing is that's one of the things that these internet people have. They will try to destroy what you've built. And I was never prepared to play those games. That's not something and I've always been like that. I've always been so focused on building my own shit that fucking someone else's so I'm having to put all my energy into building my shit. I don't have no energy to spare to tear yours down. I don't have the energy to tear yours down after I've built mine. I'm trying to build something. I can't take any energy to destroy. But a lot of people don't put any energy into building and all their energy into destruction. And that's why they are where they are. You know, but they take pride in being an internet troll who will get people's fucking, and you know, they'll like the internet will make you fucking famous for that. That's the troll right there. That's the one that get anybody fucking paid deleted. You can become fucking infamous for anything now. Anything. It don't matter what the fuck you do, you can become infamous for it. And like I said, it just in the good old days, it seemed like you actually had to fucking be able to do something. You had to have a talent in order to fucking become famous. Now you can become famous for being just extraordinarily untalented. That fucking little short dude. You remember that short dude that was got little short white dude who started going on that little rant about what kind of sense does it make about being short? Yeah, women always look down on me. How does that make any sense, huh? Just he became infamous. It's like anything is a fucking thing now. Anything. And it's like the internet is such a great thing, and there's no way that you're a business person and you do not appreciate the internet, because it makes it to where you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money way easier than what it used to be. But with that, you got to take the good with the bad once again. You get these little bullshit insects that just can't, they can't rock with, everybody else being successful. It's like there can be YouTube channels that have more subscribers, like their numbers can be higher than mine as far as subscribers. But if you look at the views on each of their videos, you see that they don't compare. There can be someone who has more subscribers, and because by the way, YouTube has halted me at 85,000 subscribers. I get subscribers every day on the Big Face podcast, but the shit never goes up, it never goes down. That's literally fucking impossible. Either I'm losing subscribers or I'm gaining. Like, it can't stay the same. So they've capped me at fucking, we're gonna keep it right here. But fine, I don't give a fuck, because the pressure is felt. The love is felt. The love is felt. You have channels that have 85 or like 200,000 subscribers, and every video gets fucking 100,000 views or whatever the fuck, but they can't get no love. The people who watch their channel will never donate. They'll never go to their page because they don't have anything to say. They don't have anything to offer their people. Huh? For real. I said, I think it's starting to happen with the internet. Speaking of what you were just saying about the whole, you can make a lot of money off of it if you're a business person. And it's becoming a weird place because the internet is becoming life. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, this is our life. You know how people say internet niggas. Okay, but it is what it is. Uh-huh. But, see, nerds run the internet. We know that, right? So they run the internet. But what's happening now is a whole bunch of street niggas is starting to come over and figure this internet shit out. Yeah. So they like, we about to get some money about this internet too. Yeah. We can't continue to just keep doing this street shit because it's dead out here. Yeah. So we moving into this internet thing too. And our shit is going to go because the nerds wanted to be us from jump. Yeah. So our shit going to come to the forefront because you wanted to be here anyway. Yep. You thought you were us. Yep. But now we really here, and we about to take your audience, we about to pick it up and go and get our audience and go as well. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's why I always said, I always felt like the internet was to expose how lame niggas was, how crazy bitches really are. Yeah. Like, that's what the internet is for. So it does. So, and that's why I'm thinking it's such a fight out here right now, because street niggas and anybody who's just being honest with themselves is moving into this platform as far as the internet, creating content or whatever. But then the nerds is like, they still trying to struggle for it because they know they not going to be out here. They not going to be in the forefront no more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. These bitches know they not going to be in the forefront too much longer with this. So fuck these niggas. These niggas ain't shit no more. It ain't, trust me. I mean, it can run. It can run, but everything dies. Everything dies. And I don't even think they see the end coming. I don't think they see the end.
I don't think they either. And the reason they don't see it because it seems like everybody on it.
Yep.
It seemed like I'm saying like every woman. It seemed like every woman on a hot girl summer. And I'm just looking like, what? How? And this is the illogical shit women do that I'm just be like, huh? I really be stunned. How could you let these same women tell y'all it's a hot girl summer? Fuck you. Fuck that nigga you with. You need a richer nigga. And all these bitches got niggas.
Sure do.
They ain't leaving.
Sure do.
Meg Thee Stallion running with it.
Yep.
That Sweetie girl running with it. Cardi B.
Yep.
And Cardi B is like the ultimate. I got a husband and a family.
Yep.
And we holding it down over here. That nigga can kick me in the face and fuck a bitch in front of me. I'm still gonna be with this nigga. But they telling you that you gotta throw that nigga in the trash. That nigga ain't got enough money. Throw that nigga in the trash.
Yep.
Like not like integrity. Not like damn that nigga holding it down. That nigga, he came through with the Similac when you ain't have no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, hey, listen, I'm talking about the nigga that's like, yeah, I gave up my cigarettes. Here go a few cans for your baby. Throw this nigga away.
Yep.
The nigga up the street, he see you every day. Yeah, he want to hit, he want to fuck, but he ain't got nothing.
Nope.
But I think that's what I'm saying. I don't think they see the end either.
No, they don't.
They see the end either.
No, it's yeah.
Because it's riding. It's riding as long as it's going to ride. But when the wheels fall off, they going to fall off.
They're going to fall the fuck off. They're going to fall the fuck off. And like I said, it's just, and somebody had to speak on it. Just like with this, speaking of this, just like with this Ari and Trey Beal shit, with that shit being, damn.
What's the social experiment?
Yeah, the social experiment that Ari and Trey did. It's like somebody had to be speaking. Somebody had to speak on all right, so nobody sees that this is bullshit. So let me point this shit out. Like it needs to, because just in this world, hot girl summer sound like an STD. It's like at the end of the day, I think it's scary, man. And voices of reason are needed because people want to. The main thing that I hear in my inbox and people say to me is like, you're saying the shit that I be thinking. You're saying what I be thinking. So it's like and the more it's like if you're if I'm speaking and no one is saying what I'm saying, but it's a whole lot of people around the country and the world that agree with what I'm saying, they're going to find value in that. So, like I said, if you have something to say, I believe that you should get up and say that shit because 9 times out of 10, there are people who can relate to you. It's just on this internet shit, you do have to present it a certain type of way. You can't just get on YouTube and start talking. It's not going to work like that. You're going to have to want this shit. You got to go look up how to make your thumbnail. How do I tag my video? How do I fill out my description box for each video? You know what I'm saying? These are things that you're going to have to go look up on your own time to get your opinion out. Shout out to Young Grump. Young Grump is I didn't even know this shit, but he started doing his workout videos and shit like that. And I'm so proud of him because he speaks about consistency, and it just feels like he took the stuff that he learned off the Big Facts podcast and just really started implementing these steps and like got his shit going on. And so I'm so proud of him and his consistency and me actually being able to say shit to people to make them get the fuck up and do what they've been wanting to do for a long fucking time. So I think that's really what it is. With the Ari and Trey Bill situation, what a good learning tool, and that's all it is. People who want to teach, who want to give those real life experiences. Shout out to the mother that reached out to me and said, "Hey, could you make a video about those 3 days that you were hallucinating on acid when you got drugged?" And it's like, I definitely can do that because that's gonna help some. Because she said I got a 19-year-old and a 25-year-old, and I really want to explain to them the dangers of party drugs. But of course, you're the mother. Nobody listens to their mother. You know, you just love your mother, but you don't listen to her. You're gonna listen to somebody who you feel is more relatable towards you. So of course, a mother or a father would say, "Hey man, you know, could you make a video about this? I want my son to understand this from a person who really has been through it and that is like them." You know what I'm saying? I like as I've been watching this game, real talk, as I've been watching this game of this entertainment game. Like I said, I came up on Star in the Morning, him, Shampoo, Dana, and Number 9. You know, when it was just a talk show and all of them were talking, and they had like advertisements on the screen as they were talking. This is 2016, and I'm watching it, and up till now, what I realized about this shit is, as I've seen people like Young Buck come up and go down, as I've seen people like Stevie J, as I've seen people like Juicy J, just in this titty boy, people in this industry who have been in this industry, and Trey the Truth, who maybe they didn't start off in the lead, but they just continue to be consistent, and they found their niche. If they would have stopped, they would have it never would have happened. But all they had to do is keep going, because in this age of information where everybody wants to know what the fuck is going on, Dick Gregory was merely a nigga who was around. Of course, he was a thinker, but he was just around. He's been around so long, so he can. It's kind of like us. 40 years from now, people are gonna talk about what was it? What just happened? What's a small thing? The J.P. Morgan. You remember when the J.P. Morgan boat got pulled over with all the coke on it?
Yeah.
In 40 years, if a big cocaine bust or something like that happened with J.P. Morgan, the children will be looking at us like we the smartest motherfucker on the planet when we say, "Oh yeah, J.P. Morgan been selling dope for a long time." I mean, when they caught that boat, with all that cocaine on it, they were like, "What?" Like, yeah, look that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because we were here to see the shit. So it's just like you can really win just by existing. As long as you're in the game, you can fucking win. So what I see is, with you, even with me, if I was 10 years older or 10 years younger, the channel wouldn't work. Like, I had to be the age I am now. I have to be the size I am now, you know, the way I look. If I was, you know, if I looked like Anthony Hamilton, the show would not work as well. It just would not work as well. Like, it's certain, in same thing with you. If you look like Precious, the show would not work as well. You know, you have to look like this whole thing is, before anyone hears anything, they listen with their eyes. So they're all right, so what the fuck is she gonna say? What the fuck is he gonna say? I don't want to hear that. They can already decide whether or not they want to listen to you just by the way that they see that you carry yourself. You see the way that I dress, so you can pretty much, you know who the fuck I am. The people do. So that's the first step. For a mother to want her sons, for me to make a video for her sons, it says, obviously, I can tell that you're somebody that they're going to look up to, admire, and respect the opinion just off the imagery. And see, like I said, that's the position I feel like you play, to be, because when a person thinks about their mother or auntie and shit like that, they look at her like, probably a big lady, and she, like, how, the whole thing is, how are you gonna tell me about men when I can tell that no men want you? That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. So if the host of the Conversation with Me podcast was someone who was obviously just obviously unattractive, it's like, nah, like, you can't tell me shit about no relationship, because I'm pretty sure that you gotta do whatever you can to get a man. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with me. It's like, nigga, don't be telling me about no nothing ass bitches, nigga. Nigga, I know you mad as fuck because you always had to pay hoes and shit like that. It's important. The imagery is so fucking important. And like I said, when it comes down to the places that you can go, I really believe that, like, you can be on certain panels as as the hard realist person in the room. Like, when I say realist, I mean being a realist, and just telling it like it is, and saying, hey, look, this motherfucker was in this shit strictly to get child support. There was no love there. And not like, because you make some statements that are harsh and I make some statements that are harsh. When you say there's no such thing as love and that's a myth, that's something that if a unattractive woman would say that, then it's like, oh, I see why she think like that. You know what I'm saying? And if Anthony Hamilton looking nigga makes a fucking series about how to identify a nothing ass bitch, it's like, yeah, nah, I see why you mad, my nigga. So all of that shit is important, and I feel like all you have to do to win in this entertainment industry is literally stay consistent. It might take 2 years, it might take 2 weeks, it might take 3 months. You don't know how long it's gonna take, but as long as you're out here, like we just witnessed this. This is real life. Shout out to Brim D. He just hit his he just went viral with his video about 051 Melon. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from, well, it really comes from just continuously posting videos. And like I said, all I can do is try to give a person, hey, when you post, do it like this, do your thumbnail like this, and you can win. But you have to be consistent with it. And I really feel like all you have to do is just keep going. Just keep going. Something's like, we just saw it with you. Like, Jess Hilarious really not only responded to your video, but she found you. She came and she hunted you down. Like, oh, let me see who this person is. Like, so a person can't say that a platform doesn't have any power when you're reaching these celebrities. Like, you're reaching, and even though the celebrities are just, everyday people, but there is this internet has made everything so small. I'll be damned if a motherfucker don't know.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I was saying at the end. Like, this you out here trying to talk about, the whole view thing. You only get like 80 views. And that's why I said, well, bitch, you gave me 81. So, even with that, with the whole numbers game, if you stay consistent, that's all it's about. It's about staying consistent.
That's it.
You hit enough ears, you hit the right ears, that shit can take off.
Yep.
You know what? It reminds me of, Trap Queen, everybody was like, okay, yeah, it's a cool song. But when Beyonce and Jay-Z stood in that motherfucking crowd and was bobbing their head, that shit took off.
Sure did.
It just takes for the right people.
That's it. That's it. That's it. And
that's why I was telling at the end of my video, it sounds like I'm posing a threat, but all I'm saying is, bitch, you gonna come down one day.
Yep.
You gonna be scratching and begging a bitch like me, like, can I come on? No, I know we had some
Y'all need to listen to that. Y'all need to listen to what she just said. Y'all need to listen to what she just said. She said at the end of her video, the clip I posted on my Instagram, she told her, I'm gonna see you. I'll see you around. And it seemed like she was kind of, posing a threat. But what she was saying was, on your way down, Jess Hilarious, I'm gonna still be headed up. Because see, that's what people don't understand. As I'm working at the bottom and the mid-level, and you already done reached the top, there's really, and not even really the top, like you're a B-list, C-list celebrity. But if you don't make the right investments, which a lot of us don't, and you just reveling in with your attitude, you're going to be coming down, and my platform will be like Hollywood Unlocked. Right. And you're going to be hoping and wishing and praying that I can get on the show with Katrina fucking Gibbs. Because all I have to do with the Conversation With Me podcast is continue to stay consistent. It's already been understood and realized that this show has reach, it has poise, and it's a good fucking show. So all at this point it has to do is be discovered. And that can come from, like you said, Jay-Z and Beyonce bobbing their head. The first thing that you need to do as an artist, a musician, someone with a podcast, being a host, comedian, whatever you want to be, the first thing you need to do is perfect your fucking craft. Once you've done that, you pretty much got it down pat. Now, you are going to have to learn how to promote, market, and everything like that. But as long as the product's good, all you got to do after that is learn how to put your shit out there. And once you know how to promote and you're not scared to go out there and promote and get rejected and talk to people, talent plus marketing and promotion, you can't lose. You cannot lose because I got a good product and I'm putting it in your face. You're going to get around to the time, so a person might have seen something about Conversation With Me 2 weeks ago. Then they see a little bit of something else. That's why, like I said, the way that if you want to get any of y'all who want to get your YouTube channel or your music career or whatever it is off the ground, you're going to have to start with your YouTube channel. Everybody that I work with, I really describe to them how important that YouTube is. From your YouTube, you can go to your Instagram, your Facebook, Twitter, whatever. But the only thing that nobody gives a fuck about your Spotify streams and this. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Your YouTube numbers is what labels look at, and that's what everyone's going to want to see. How are you doing on the world's biggest platform? Before a person will turn on the cable and try to find a channel, they'll look at their phone and go onto YouTube and try to find a video. So this is the world stage. Getting your YouTube off of the ground is going to, that's all that you really have to do. And if you're trying to do that, once you have your budget together, these sessions now, unlike the promotion where you actually have to pass a skills test, you can't have homosexual content, and it can't be mumble rap. That's what all the rappers, and the prices start at $200, go up to $2,000. For people who want the YouTube class, there's 3 sessions within the class. The first session is $250. The second 2 classes are $150 a piece. Now, I'm gonna have those classes on the Patreon. They're gonna be on the Patreon. So when you first get to the class, you're going to go on the Patreon, and I'm going to have everything so you can learn how to work the editing app, so you can learn how to work the thumbnail app, so you can see how to get to your desktop mode on your phone, what everything's supposed to look like. That's what you're going to have to go through. That's just it's kind of like college. That's your general admission classes. Now, when we start getting into your set, with my set, the shit behind you and shit like that, I'm gonna talk to you. So you'll have my number, and me and you gonna be in communications throughout until you get monetized. Because at the end of this class, you will be monetized. Whether it takes 6 weeks, 6 months, or 6 years, it's totally on you. We have to find your algorithm, and we have to find out what you're trying to express in this show. If you're trying to be a comedy type show, or you trying to be a gangster type show, a sports show, we have to find out what you're trying to relate to the people, and then we're gonna capitalize on that and build on top of that. That's what this whole thing, that's what the YouTube class is for, is to build your channel up. And that's, like I said, the only way that you're going to get your entertainment career off the ground. If you're not ready to be consistent in what you're doing, it's not going to work out. Consistency is always going to be key. I just made a post, and I had my brother in mind when I made the post, but I said there are rappers who are actually waiting on the world to pay them attention for them to be consistent. So you're not consistent right now because nobody's watching you. Nobody's looking at what you're doing. You don't get no retweets. No one shares your videos. No one comments. You don't got no interaction. So you're hit and miss with your shit. You're hit and miss. But if you had a fan base, you will be consistent because you know somebody's waiting on you to drop and all that shit like that. But if you're waiting on people to be fans of yours for you to be consistent, you might as well go ahead and get your tweet card, because it's not going to work. You have to go ahead and be consistent right now when no one's watching, when you're getting 9 views, 15 views, 27 views. You got to be consistent now. And then when people do start coming, they'll see how consistent you've been. They'll see how much fucking material you got. Like, oh man, you should have been blowed the fuck up. Just like with the Big Facts podcast. A lot of people, once they got onto the show, they went back to the video that I ever did. Like, man, I missed all this shit. Once you find a content creator that you fuck with, you're going to want to go all the way back to and see all of their work. So all you're doing while you're trying to get your audience together is building a bigger, catalog for them to watch and shit like that. But, that's what that is. I wanted to, I just wanted to check on that. I just wanted to speak on that, whatever like that, and make sure it's understood. Shout out to Psych L. That's my nigga. Psych L says Katrina exposes Jess Hilarious as a nab. Shout out to Larry Irving. He just became a Patreon. If you are not a patron, you missing so much, because what I'm doing right now is I'm going in the archives and finding videos that I can re-release today that still have a lot of like them good old episodes, and re-releasing them, but I'm re-releasing them only to Patreon. So if you're not a patron, you want me, they're unlisted. I'm taking them off of YouTube and putting them on Patreon. So you got to get the Patreon now. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Is there any questions that anyone has for Katrina or myself before we get off? Shout out to Buzzworld. You see Buzzworld, Katrina?
Yeah, I'm in and out of here. I'm in and out of the live. But yeah, I seen him.
Yeah. Hey, I did the white blood test on my girl and she snitched. No!
Did you see that?
No! Cash Pacino said he did the white blood test and she failed. No, I want to hear about that, man. Get in my Instagram DM. I want to talk about that. How many videos on the Patreon? I don't even know, my nigga. But if you ain't been over there, then you missing out. You missing out.
You said, what are my angles as far as videos? Do you mean like, who am I trying to reach? If that's what you mean, that's what I'm saying. I talk to just young people in my videos because, just like Ayo was just saying, you can hear your mom say certain things. You can hear an older person around you say certain things, but you're not going to take heed to what they are actually saying. Now, Now, this is not me being arrogant, but ever since I was younger, girls always looked up to me. And I don't know, maybe it's because I've been headstrong and outspoken about things. When it came to like dressing, and people always thought I was spoiled, but they never knew that I worked. You get what I'm saying? So it always came with like, nah, she knew what she doing because you looked a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got on all this gold, and I wear weave. Y'all know I wear weave. Your weave popping. Oh, you got on all the fresh shit, and then you grow older, and oh, you drive this, and oh, you've been here, and you know what I'm saying? No struggle has been presented. That's not to say that I don't have money worries and bills and shit in my life, but it's just to say that I am very admired by a lot of people for my lifestyle because I'm not dependent on a whole bunch of people. I'm not a messy motherfucker. You don't see me out here doing drama. And I'm talking about in my city. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not me. So when people see me, they like, damn, how'd she get that? Or how'd she do that? And it's just all about my work ethic, behind myself, believing in myself. So I believe that could be instilled into younger people because they don't know what they have because nobody is. I feel like no one is tapping into them in another way other than go to work, get a job, don't have a baby. You know, that's them three rules in life. That ain't gonna help you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's other shit going on out here.
Yeah. And it's too easy to make a mistake and go out there and touch the grease. I think it should be spoken about hey, when you do touch the grease, because I know you're not gonna listen. When you do touch the grease, this is what's going on. This is what's gonna pop off with it.
Exactly. It's like I was saying that in a past live or video about how people don't want to speak to the youth, and this really got under my skin because I always see it in my comments, and they like, oh man, young people ain't gonna listen. It's not about if they listen. It's the information out there for someone, for them to get. You know what I mean? If someone even tells them, you know what I mean? Like your mom and your dad be on such a fast track on trying to earn that sometimes they ain't got the time to stop and talk to you and tell you A, B, and C because they need to pay the rent. Oh shit, this happened to the car. Oh shit, we need some groceries. So it's like, hey man, pay attention to me, mom and dad. When mom and dad don't have that time, you gotta, hey yo, you have a Katrina Gibbs to where you like, well shit, I know something similar that has happened like that. So let me see how I'm gonna get out of it. Do I use my brain or do I just fall into drugs? You know what I mean? Like you have to give that to these kids. And the reason I said it got under my skin is because it's like, hey, congratulations. Everybody can try to run out here and be a rapper, singer, stripper, whatever. Just know, McDonald's is still going to be hiring, and some of y'all motherfuckers are going to be working there. UPS is still going to be hiring, and some of y'all going to be working there.
That's right.
Whatever other job is there out there, kids, I understand you have dreams and you feel like you don't have to listen to somebody. But y'all gonna be at these regular ass jobs too.
That's right.
Because we had dreams too.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, nobody was there to guide and say, you know what, you 20, do this, do that. No one was there to guide you. So you know what, you fell into the job trap. Oh shit, I'm 25. Oh shit, now here comes my first baby. I'm 28. Here comes my second baby. You know what I'm saying? You fell into that trap because no one was there to guide the talent. Now you can't just sit back here and say, I don't need to listen to nobody because you definitely have to listen to somebody because you're young and you don't know what you're doing.
At all.
Take heed right now.
At all.
Take heed while you have the chance because you're going to run out here, you're going to fuck up, and yeah, you might have had the Steady Walk career.
Yep.
Nobody told him to stop fucking.
Nope.
And get your shit in order.
Yep.
And stop trying to take care of all these millions and billions of hoes that you got coming your way.
See there? See?
And focus on the music. And we see what Steady Walk is.
And see there? And you know what the thing is? You're gonna this is the whole frustration. The frustration is y'all are gonna watch these videos. The only question is, are you gonna watch it before or after you make the fucking mistake. Because after you make the mistake, this shit gonna be like, man, dog, you explained that shit, boy. You broke that shit down, bro. Man, you spoke to my life, bro. Like, no, damn, bro. I really felt like you were speaking to me, man. I swear to God, man. I feel like you were speaking to me, dog. And it's like, for the guys, I had a guy in the inbox just talk about hey man, I got a court case coming up. This is just one of them. I got like 3 dudes right now that are in legal situations with this Me Too shit. And it's like, how long have you been watching the show? You're telling me that you were around this white girl while I was talking and you saw that she didn't like the show and you still stayed around her, and now you have a fucking legal issue and you want, man, yeah, I was listening to you, bro. I knew I should have goddamn gone ahead and because I knew it was a sign. But see, that's the issue. You're hearing the shit, but you won't execute it because like I said, a lot of y'all are living with the nothing ass bitch, and if you weren't subjecting yourself to her nothing ass bitchness, then you would be homeless, broke than a motherfucker. You would be, trying to go back home to your mama. And I'm telling you, that will be better than, using someone that you are not interested in, because it's not going to end well for you. So at the end of the day, the only question about these videos is whether or not you're going to watch it before you make the mistake, or you're going to watch it after you make the mistake. If you watch it after you make the mistake, then it's going to, you're going to laugh at it. You're like, damn, that shit funny, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? But if you listen, like, if you can key in and say, damn, these motherfuckers know a lot about shit, maybe I should take this advice. And you have to overpower your body. Your body is going to want to fuck this whole raw. Believe me, you're going to want to fuck this whole raw, especially after she gives you some head. You're going to want to do it. And you damn sure, like, if she say, nut in this pussy, nut in me, come in me, and then she holds you and then fucking wrap her legs around your fucking back, it's going to take a lot to pull out. You're going to have to decide right now what you want. You either want to be successful or you want to feel good for this moment when you bust. Because after you bust a nut, you know what you're going to say. Fuck, man. I'm trying. I know. As soon as I eat.
Oh my God! No, don't do that. No.
Eagle Street. Eagle Street. Eek. I'm telling her, stupid bitch, you did that on purpose. And then she laughing. Nah, you did that. You wanted to do it anyway. But it's right at that moment you realize, like, this is what the hoe wants. She wants you to bust a nut in her. Like, first of all, it make her feel like, oh yeah, this pussy's so good, he can't even pull out. He fell asleep in it again. And all that shit like that. But it's like, really, a hoe, I'll fucking nut in any bitch. I will bust in any, because it feel good. It feel fucking good. Like, the fuck. I don't want to pull out. Are you serious? My shit was like, it's a mental thing, but it's a crazy mental thing, because I am a different person after I bust. And you need to understand that as a female, you need to understand the nigga before he nut and the nigga that after he nut is 2 different niggas. It's 2 different niggas. When I'm like, I will tell you that I love you because in that instant, I really do love you, because it makes me feel so good. Oh, fuck. It's missionary and all that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably grabbing the ass from the front. You don't even have a face at that point in time. I'm probably kissing you and shit like that. I love you. You know what I'm saying? And Eagle Street. And you stupid bitch. Oh, you stupid bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's so you letting her know what's going on. But you will do that to any bitch. You know what I'm saying? When you out here retarded, you know what I'm saying? You'll nut any hoe because you don't give a fuck because you're not planning on living long enough to ever have to pay child support or raise no fucking child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm not finna fucking, you know, fucking. Yeah, I'm not finna live to see no 30 years old. The fuck with this man? Like, I'm probably gonna die tonight. I'm on all these fucking drugs. I'm probably gonna fucking die tonight.
And you know the fucked up part? So many people be thinking like that, and y'all gonna be out here to your 60s and your
What? I heard you say that shit too.
Like y'all, everybody's not gonna die young.
You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die. And like
motherfuckers is out here smoking crack and still trying to get their hands on crack, and they still alive.
Real shit.
Think about how you gonna be on them hills.
Real shit.
Fucking ever.
Yep.
And you gonna be around. Like,
oh,
still out here?
you remember that video you sent me? Let me before we go, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all this video that she sent me, and it really fucked me up. This really touched me, and it really almost brought a tear to my eye. I want y'all to see this.
Oh, dude in Philly.
Yeah.
Right now, I got shot 2007 9 times. Man, 9 times. My daughter ain't put me on Percocet. I ain't know what that shit was. Real rap. That shit took my life. Wait, tell me. Real rap, bro. I'm always fucking, bro. Real rap. Shit took my life, bro. Shit, man. I'm out here taking dope now. Shit, real young boys. Young boys, man. For the niggas don't let that make no shit fool you in that rap shit, man. Real rap. This shit real.
All right, I'm out of here. Hey, my phone about to die.
Okay, handle business. I seen him, man.
All right.
All right.
My advice to young boys, man. Stay with your bills, man. Nine times. My daughter ain't put me on Percocet. I ain't know what that shit was. Real rap. That shit took my life. Wait, feel me? Real rap, bro. I'm always fucking, bro. Real rap. Shit took my life, bro. Shit, man. I'm out here taking dope now. Shit, real young boys. Young boys, man. For the niggas don't let that make no shit fool you in that rap shit, man. Real rap. This shit real. That shit ain't gonna dump fast. Wait, the right shit stuff in your fucking mouth. My advice to young boys, man. Stay with your bills, man.
And the organic gumbo said, "Look at you now, all fat." Dog, real talk, man. I was, come on, my nigga. I wish I could find some pictures. I wish I could find some fucking pictures. And like the fucked up party, dog. Like a motherfucker. I remember one time, shout out to Main from Bay Minette. I was at the Yang store in Bay Minette, and I bandana on my head, just this bitch retarded, and walking the store, and he said, I ain't even recognize you. Like I had got so fucking little that he didn't even fucking recognize me, man. But I was in Mobile. So I wasn't around these people in Baldwin County that actually knew me and knew what size I was. So over there in Mobile, I just looked normal to them. Like this is my regular size. That's when I just got that KOA on my face. This is my normal size. I'm the one in the middle. That was a photo shoot I did when I was pimping. I was 22 then. Look at me. That's when I was performing. Look at my pants. That's my homeboy Jay Hood right there. Shout out to Jay Hood. I hate this camera don't show shit. Damn. Look at me. That's what I was on. That's Yoster man right there. That's Yoster right there. You see him? You already know what it is, Katrina. Yeah, this my type of shit. Like this was. So this is just where my experience come from. This is where my experience come from. Ain't none of these whole ladies, Katrina. None of these whole ladies. These are hoes here. I got this big honestly by stop popping pills. I was popping pills then, man. I was popping pills. I was popping pills stupid. I haven't been sober since I was um I haven't been sober since I was I started popping pill when I was 21 and I didn't stop till I was like 26. And yeah, you know, I'm gonna knock it all off. I'm gonna knock it all off. But the thing was I just you know, eating wasn't nowhere near a priority then. It was just all about like fun. I remember when I started taking that Molly, dog. But you know, the fucked up party, like you wouldn't know that I was little because like I said, I always, you know, I was always fresh. Like I always stayed fresh. I go steal clothes out the store or whatever, but I'm gonna be fresh. And so a hoe ain't gonna know my situation like that. And they didn't know how big I was supposed to be. So no matter how skinny I was, they didn't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? When I came home from the army, when I came home from the military, that was my normal size. Let's see. Let's do this. All right. So that's me when I was small. That is about like third grade. Now, this is me at like, this is 21. That's on the right hand side. That's Nick on the left hand side. This Buki, and that's Nick. So it's just crazy, and I have to make sure that I keep myself in check, because it was, like I said, it was fun back then. It was fun, but yeah, shout out to Full Moon. But everything that I had back then was just squandered away. So now that I'm working out, I'm getting, healthy, you know what I'm saying? I'm back hooping and shit like that. Um, all my gains are gonna be permanent. No more that temporary, you know what I'm saying? Everything I had back then, it was temporary. So you see, I'm in the club with the strippers, I'm in the club with the other hoes. Like, you got any type of bitch you want, like, look at this. And there ain't no picture that you gonna see that I was not rolling. I'm on pills on all the. Look at this. I'm in the club, nigga. I'm so fucking throwed, nigga. I'm in this fucking club with a fucking bucket hat on, no shirt, black boots. I'm telling, like, look at these hoes grab my drawers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Young Icy. That's Young Icy on the far right side. That's the nigga who came back when I came back around. You damn right, men too. Look how this hoe molested me. But he came back around and gave me a job when I got my shit together. But it's just, so when I be speaking, man, I don't be, I don't be just flexing with it. This the team right here. This the team. This the family. That's Jay Hood on the far left. That's me with the bait jacket on. That's Ripper City with the glasses and the hat. And that's Pac-Man. When we used to go to something called the Battle of the Bands in Mobile at Lad People Stadium. That stadium that just got shot up in Mobile. We used to go there at Battle of the Bands, and just when we went to the picture booth, man, girls would act like fucking B2K just came through. We taking our own pictures. Girls would pull out their phones and start taking pictures. So, a nigga been, star-studded like this, really had the attention and shit like that. But I was a 74 Delta in Fort Leonard Wood. 74 Delta, chemical specialist. But, coming from that, dog, and in that picture where I had the bait jacket on, I was still pure then. I was still good. It wasn't until I got back from the military that everything, because when I was in the military, I started when I was in RHU, the returning home unit, I started dipping. There was a black dude that was dipping, and he like, oh yeah, man, it's gonna help you. It'll help you sleep and shit like that. And I took a dip, and next thing I know, I'm in a fucking stall, telling some bitch I love her and shit. Oh, I'm woozy. I've never smoked a cigarette before, never did anything. And that was December of 2008. The reason I got out of the military is because my fucking drill sergeant said that my platoon was going to Iran in the summer of 2009. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? I called my mama crying. And I told her that was like the third time I had cried in basic training. You know, never cried over no whole shit. I was crying about this nigga. Before I got to the military, no man had ever fucking yelled at me without there being something done. You're a grown man and you yelling at me. And he saw it in me. He saw that I dropped my fucking at ease. And then he come my face fucking yelling like, what the fuck is your problem, Pride? Like, what the fuck? So I dropped my hand like, what we doing, dog? What we doing? And then all of them come to shark attack. You better get back in there. You better get. Yeah. So it was just a whole fucking situation. And I'm mugging this nigga the whole way that we walk into the defect. I'm mugging this motherfucker, man. Look at you, Lewis. You can't even step right. Live. And just, you know, just fucking with me, dog. And then like, we're not, this nigga got my face said, we not, I was in first platoon then. Like, we not leaving. We not going into the defect until Private Lewis punches me in the face. He really said this shit like this. So it was a whole, you know, with that Captain Thatcher that dyke bitch. Like what's wrong with him? It's just a whole bunch of shit. But so I did what that was the beginning when I got there. Then the dip was at the end. You know, I'm number 2 in the whole fucking battalion in the 2 mile run. This I'm alpha, you know, this fucking superior. I did have a little bit of difficulty at BRM, basic rifleman marksmanship, because you know we never fucking practice shooting no fucking gun. You know, the fuck, you know, so I had to learn how to do all that shit, whatever, but I passed it. And they did kind of make it kind of, you know, bad because, you know, I had to be a security guard at my battalion's graduation. So as they're graduating, going on the fucking AIT and shit like that, I'm finna go home. I got fucking, you know, I'm getting discharged and shit like that. And I got discharged because if there's certain stories y'all want to hear, y'all gonna have to come to my inbox on IG or Facebook. And if you don't know what Facebook to go to, it's a Facebook where it's like blue and it's like this my face on it. Because this is so many stories. But I said with the first sergeant and said, fuck you with an A's dick with no condom. Fuck you in the ass. Fuck you in the ass with an A's dick. Or something like that. And they kicked me out for insubordination. I got a chapter 11 general discharge. So it's kind of like I washed out during basic training. It's called failure to adapt. And yeah, during as I was going home, I started fucking dipping, and that started it. Then I get home, I'm dipping. Then one day, Kodak told me to try black, so I tried a black, and then from black, so I went to cigarettes. And you know, I come back home, I'm a rap star. Like, you know, before I left, I'm a rap star. I just didn't have no fucking money. And my mama, you know, used to go to the military. She pretty much told me to go to the military. I'm 20 years old, but you know, really mama's boy shit. So I did what she told me to do. And but when I come home though, I'm back on. You know, I'm still a legend. Before I left, I had 3 songs on the radio. I come back home, all on the radio, hey yo home, and all this shit. It's just a whole situation. And I've been that nigga for a long time. Be quiet. Be quiet. That's his ass. Shut up. But yeah, so I'm a rap star, and you know, hoes galore. And the next thing you know, I start popping pills. And I never forget it. I'm in the mall with IJ. And I feel so fucking good that I'm shaking. I had on I never forget what I had on. My white. This is the same thing I had on when I had to get my before I knew what it was. I had a staff right here. I'll tell you about that later. But it's the knockout. It's the top to my knockout all-star jumpsuit. And I'm shaking, like my hands are trembling because I feel so fucking good. And that was the beginning. That was the beginning. I started popping them because see, it might have been a tooth. It might have been. I think I started taking Xanax. I think the fuck was that shit? I think you know what it was? It was that. It was because I always tell people that it was because I was getting tattoos and tattoos hurt. So I was thinking, hey, I'm just gonna take some pain pills while I'm getting my tattoos. But I remember who I called. I ain't gonna say his name because actually I can say his name. I called you know what? That's how I met. I'm not gonna speak on that, but I called all, and then all told me to call in, and then that's how I got introduced to the pills, and it was no coming back from there. It was no coming back. I was already, the lights are already on me, and you just watch that whole thing just fucking implode on itself. So I went through everything. I went through every fucking thing. I've always been like the chosen one as far as just being that nigga, being the leader, since my young adult life. I'm talking about like 14 and up. 13 really, basketball, and then from there rapping, and then from there dressing, and then it just went from there. So I had to deal with haters and everything. By no means was it a easy road, but once I realized that I'm who I am and shit like that, it was all good. But what them pills did was a violent storm. And it took everything, the same thing that boy just said, that's exactly what it did. Through the grace of God, through the blessings and his mercy, he had a plan the whole time. That's why I'm here now without any real issues, no life sentence, no STDs, just some heavy memories that can keep you up at night sometimes. But other than that, he brought me through all of that shit just so I can come here now and give it to you the way it is. And he gave me back everything that I lost through that cycle of pills and drugs. He gave it back to me. He gave it back and more. And I'm extremely thankful. I don't throw religion onto y'all because I don't want y'all to run away. What I want you to deal with before anything is the fact that you have a problem. And the way that I got off them pills was I finally went to a professional and said, I am addicted to opiates. Can you please help me? I am addicted to pain pills. Can you please help me? I'm at the end of my rope. I don't know what to do. How do I get off of these pain pills? How do I get off of these opiates? Please help me. I went to the emergency room, and that's what I said. And that's all you have to say. I had another guy hit me up and say that, you know, he's trying to stop smoking weed, and I think he was on his 4th day without weed. And like, you know, you ask for professional help, whether it be, hey, go to a hospital and ask them, hey, do y'all got anything? How do I get off of smoking marijuana? I'm addicted to THC. Please help me. That's what you have to do. You know what? I guess with maybe in Caucasian culture, it's easy for them to, you know, just go to rehab and all that, yeah, whatever. You know, it's nothing for them to ask for help. But as a black man, we don't really like to ask for help. So if we ask for help, it's really something serious. So I was a junkie and everything like that, even though nobody knew it because I looked like that. But I was still prideful. Like, I'm a junkie, a fresh junkie, but I'm not gonna ask for no fucking help. That means I'm a junkie, and I'm trying to hide the fact I'm a junkie. You know, keep more marijuana, ditch the gun. Who the fuck? Who said what? How the fuck you get hooked on weed? Are you serious? I'm not doing that tonight. Hey, listen, I appreciate everybody for coming out tonight. If you're trying to get a counseling session, you know, it's $50 an hour, but just get me on my Instagram or the Facebook, AO Consaco or Tobin Frost, and we'll go to work. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure you get to the Patreon because this week is going to be a heavy week on that fucking Patreon. I'll see y'all in a minute. Love, love, love. Don't be a dummy.
Money. Don't be a dumb, go get some money. Don't be a dumb, go get some money. Go get some money, you out with nothing. Tip off stick in the camera, honey. Give me a lick in the camera, 20. Shit, I always in the camera, honey. I ain't standing on some nigga that done. We the one who drive the worst they catch you. Pop down, Roy, selling no money. I heard it sitting that bill like a check. Plug trying from and I was gonna run. Scratching that throat, you know I don't know. Back on the block, got wheel, got dropped. Triple my curve, got it hurt. I take bread out the sky, like talk about the pack. No, I was start talking about the drop. Give me a lick and I bought me wide. Bought me a bitch, let it close the back. Trim out the brick, out close on my eye. I want your Rolex ready to ride. I'm in a bogey, feeling the run. I fuck with Shawty, and she got 10.